Hello everybody and welcome back to the next thrilling episode in the part-time to big-time save. Remember the last episode we suffered that horrendous decision in the last 30-second concede. It was a shocker. I've never known a decision like it. It's worse than Lampard's disallowed goal in the World Cup many years ago. So here we are, what's happened since then. So that was the 1-1 draw at York. We've won 2-0 away at Darlington. Jack Sampson with a header, Scott Levitt with a header. Billy Whitehouse had a goal disallowed. It was quite a comfortable win, really. Ustabasi came in for the disappointing Melenik Ali and pinged a 7.5 rating out. So he played particularly well. And no doubt kept his place for the next game, which was Chester, which he turned in a 6.5 performance. But we did win that one. Billy Whitehouse, Scott Leather again. How many goals is that this season for Leather now? That's 6 goals. So he's been 6'1". He's been an excellent source of goals from the back for us. So that's a 2-0 win. The league table is showing that we are in second place, 2 points behind AFC Fylde, in what's a quite condensed top kind of 4. There's only 3 points separating the top 4, so it's getting close in the business end of the season. I thought what I would do is actually just show you how the Premier League and the Championship is going on. Man City are top, 59 points. Liverpool 58, Arsenal 57, and Man United 56. So that's all very, very close. The Lukaku looks like he's the top goal scorer with 20. Surprisingly, Wout Weghorst from Burnley is second with 16. Burnley 11th position there. And Neil Maupay with 13 goals. So I'm not entirely sure where the goals are coming from for City and Liverpool in the top 3. Let me just see so City have spread the goals around. Jesus looks like he's the main striker for them. Sterling, Silva, they've spread the goals around, which you do expect for Man City. Liverpool, let's just see how they're going on with. Again, there was 25 goals from Salah. I'm assuming there's not only 13 in the league. For Salah there, so he's doing well as you would expect. Let's just see how Arsenal are getting on. Spread around goals again. Saka with the most. No one's pulling up any trees from up front. And finally, Man United is Ronaldo. You'd expect him to be the top goal scorer there. Cristiano Ronaldo has got 15 goals. It looks like 12 in the league. So all spread around a bit there. So we'll go to the Championship. Ooh, there's one there. We'll go to the Championship and we'll see how things are going on there. Just show you that. So we've got Fulham quite considerable, 12 points clear at the top from Sheffield United, and my team Blackburn are sitting in third at the moment with Huddersfield, Blackpool and Stoke making up the rest of the playoff places. There's not much in that. It's very tight, as you would expect. So let's just see how let's do the score. So Mitrovic, unsurprisingly, the top goal scorer. Joint, actually, 17 goals with Jerry Yates at Blackpool and Aaron Connolly at Middlesbrough. The average rating, 2 Rovers players, the top 2. Zifuk, 7.47, and Joe Rothwell, 7.33. And Joe Rothwell second in assists. So hopefully there might be playoff bound Matt Rhodes in that. But anyway, that was just a little update on the rest of the league. Matt Irwin, our goalkeeper, has become a real concern. I feel like I'm just trying to keep it all together at the moment. Irwin has not turned up for training, excuse me, for 3 games. For 3 weeks now, he's been fined. He was really unhappy about the sale of Lewis Baines, as was some of the other members of the squad. So I've been fighting to keep it all together since then, really. It's surprising how well we've been doing, considering how unhappy the squad is. Nearly all of the squad supports Matt Irwin and his sulk, so it's just far from ideal, really. So we're just trying to keep it all together. So Tomlinson is back from his 3-game suspension, so we can put him in for Calverley. So that is, I think, the side I'm going to go with. We've got Irwin in the nets. Holes Is Blake coming back? No, Blakeman's suspended. Holes, Leather, Smith and Henley at the back. Henley switched to left back and Holes is coming at right back. Tomlinson and Shenton in midfield. Whitehouse and Ustabasi on the wings with Jessup and Sampson up top. So here we go. Let's head into this game and see how this progresses. Okay, so this is home to Southport, who I think are kind of fourth in the league. They're certainly up and around the playoff positions, so it should be another hard test for us. And like I said, we just... It's an annoying thing that Football Manager does, as we've just gone 1-0 down to an excellent free kick. It's an annoying thing that Football Manager does is that sometimes a player, if you sell a player, and you have no real choice to sell him, I didn't really have an option. I couldn't keep Baines. He had to go. And the rest of the squad become unhappy and sulk, and it does take a long while to turn that around. It's just frustrating considering how well we've been playing this season and how well we're doing, that it could be derailed by something out of my control, really. Nearly scored there. That was a good ball in, but hopefully we can just about keep it together long enough to stay in and about the playoffs, and who knows what can happen when we get there. But as I've said in some of the previous episodes, just staying fit, injury-free, suspension-free. Suspensions have hit us a bit this season. We've piled up the bookings at various stages. So I said Tomlinson's got 15 in the league on his own. So yeah, we have really been struggling a little bit in that respect. So hopefully we can just keep it together and keep the train rolling towards the end of the season and possible playoff momentum. We'll see how it goes there. But it's been a poor half so far for us. It's been very equal. 5 shots, 3 on target, 6 shots, 3 on target for them. We've got a 0.6 XG, a 0.53. We dominated possession, 62% possession. But we are 1-0 down to what was a pretty good free kick in all truth. Just going to see it out to half time. Let's give them a little bit of a rollicking as we start the second half. Expect to see much more out of the team this second half. Jessup is surprisingly playing rather poorly. Maybe he's just had too many minutes in his legs recently. I might do like the 60-minute changes. I might bring him off at 60 minutes because he's not offering much up front at all, really. We are the better side. We're just not converting this this possession into chances. Right, okay, we've hit 62 minutes. Let's bring off Jessup. Don't like to bring off your top scorer, but he's playing poorly. We'll bring Connor Hall on. Or do I bring Melanic Ali on? Try him up front, maybe. Finishing 8, no. We'll leave Connor Hall on. The rest of the team's going to have to power through, so we haven't got much in terms of quality or strength in depth off the bench to change things. We haven't been in this position a lot this season. We've usually kind of been pushing the tempo, so we've not got a lot. Oh, this is a long ball. They've hit the bar. Buckley Ricketts has smashed it against the bar, and it's just, the match is just drifting off here. We need something. Shenton's playing poorly. Let's bring on Calverley for him. How's Ustabasi playing? 6.6, not playing. It's time for Melanic Ali to redeem himself. Give him 20 minutes to change this game around. I said we have been the better side. Let's just give the team a shout to demand more for the last 10 minutes. It's a disappointing one, I'm not going to lie. After winning the last 2, there's a highlight here, but it could be Southport. Well, we're going to get possession back. Let's see if we can turn this into an attack, a meaningful one. Smith to Henley. Henley with a little burst, played it to Ali. This is the chance, good ball in. Oh, it's a terrible ball in, no wonder he's been playing, no wonder I've benched him. Smith back to Henley, back to Ali. Second crack at the apple. Oh, it's broken. We've hit the ball, sorry. And they've managed to clear it. I feel like that could be it for us. No, maybe another chance here. Holes with the throw. It's a long throw into nowhere really. Tomlinson has got the ball back. Calverley's hit the shots. Keeper's strange save. Because just caught that, he decided to punch it away by looks of things. And again, that's probably it now. Unless Ali back to Calverley. That's a terrible ball. A terrible ball. And we've lost possession now. And I fear that is it. I feel like that's going to be it for this game. Very disappointing. And again, we've been better. Oh, Ali's in. Ali is in. He's squared it to Hall. If he's not offside, we have equalised. Nothing more than we've deserved, truth be told. I mean, that was... we've been by far the better side. 60% possession. Nearly 2 XG. 11 shots on target. Their keeper has kept them in it. And Ali, out of form, Milenik Ali squares for Hall to tap in at the back post. And it looks like it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Yes, a 1-1 draw. Disappointed with that, really. I'm disappointed. We should have won that match based on the chances we created. Indeed. Never a truer word spoken. So let's just see what that's done to the league table. Fylde got beat as well. We missed our chance to go top of the league. That's disappointing. That would have been lovely. York. York there. See their result. Maybe they played earlier on. But they're moved on. Boston United have now moved to within 3 points from top with a game in hand. So it is very, very tight with those top 4 places. Like I said earlier on, anything can happen. York won 2-0. Okay, so let's just see what is going to happen with the other save game on this. I think I said Kidderminster, didn't we? So yeah, Kidderminster. Oh, they're right up there. So I'll play the Blyth game offline, and then we shall go into Kidderminster, and I shall be right back shortly. Okay. Okay, so welcome back to the second game of the episode. I'll show you how we fared in our last match. It was a 2-1 win over Blyth. We were 1-0 down and we pulled it back with 2 goals in the last 15 minutes to win it. Also a disallowed goal in there. Samson and Ustabasi with the goals. It just feels like this is a minecart that's running away out of control, and I'm holding it together with a combination of Gorilla Glue and gaffer tape. Matt Irwin was again absent from training, and due to the code of conduct we have, was automatically demoted to the second 11. That's just, you can't even make it up. So I had to play Leon Rodwell in the last game. It's never happened to me before in any save I've ever played where someone has consistently mistrained and had to go get demoted. It's never happened to me before. So Leon Rodwell stepped in, 6.5 rating. I mean, he wasn't even a player. I mean, his stats are terrible. It was just because we had no subkeeper, the game automatically gives you kind of a youth subkeeper, and we managed to offer him a contract. So we managed to hang on in the last game, but we brought Irwin back for this. I just don't even know what's going to happen. Anything could happen with Irwin at the moment. We might not even finish the season with the keeper the way things are going. So we've got Irwin in the nets, we've got Henley, Leather, Smith and Blakeman in defence. Tomlinson and Calverley in midfield. Shenton's being rested. Whitehouse and Ustabasi on the wings, and Jessup and Samson up front. So let's see how this goes. I just don't know how this is being kept together. Like I said, it really is a crazy, crazy time. So let's kick off and see how this goes for us. So we're still right there in the automatic promotion mix, but like I said, it's just feels like it's spiralling out of control. So we'll have to see. Nothing keeps the squad together though like a promotion, so hopefully we can something we can achieve this season. Like I said, the sort of the rule. I'm not tied to Chorley. This isn't. Was that a penalty? Is it? It's been given. I'm not tied to Chorley. This isn't a getting Chorley to the Premier League save. So if another offer comes in from a club, as Blakeman, the keeper should have saved that. Went straight through him. So if another club comes in for us in a higher league, probably will be leaving to take over from that club. So we'll see how that one goes. The way things are going here, I mean, the keeper went straight through his hands. The way things are going here, I think a club with a little bit less turmoil will be a welcome relief. But 1-0 up in the first 5 minutes. And at the moment, as it stands, we are top of the league. Can we keep it up? Who knows? It's been an interesting save so far, that's for sure. And I don't think I've ever had a game with so much chaos has happened to me in one season. Calverley to Blakeman to Sampson. Tomlinson's played it wide to Whitehouse. He's took it down well on his chest. And he's whipped a ball in. Near post, saved. And then Sampson, Jessup had a header, wonderfully saved by the keeper. And then Sampson followed through. Simpson in the nets and Sampson for us. Well, that's an odd one, but let's see. It was a great ball in from Whitehouse. And it was an instinctive header at the near post. And it just fell perfectly to Sampson to tap in to make it 2-0. Ustabasi, I don't know if he's maybe took a knock. He's looking, his condition is down. For such an early stage of the game. Saying that, there's a few other players. I think we've had a hard run of games at the moment, and it's taken its toll on the legs. Henley has taken a knock. Yeah, he's right down. We have to sub him. Okay, the only Andy Halls is the only real defensive option on the bench, so let's bring him on. Something about that left wing spot at the moment, we just cannot. Players are playing terribly in there. Ustabasi is down to a 6.3, 6.4 now. I just he's tired though, so maybe that is part of it. 2-0 at half time. Start the second half, and we'll have to bring Malenik Ali on, and probably Shenton for potentially Tomlinson at some point. Ustabasi's dropping down again. Yeah, let's make that change now. 52 minutes, because he's not offering us anything. Is Ustabasi, so we'll bring Malenik Ali on. Tomlinson's looking pretty tired. He's going to have to be subbed shortly, and then we're just going to have to hang on for the rest of the game. Blakeman is saying he's struggling. I mean, I can't sub you all. One of you is going to have to stay on and fight through the fatigue and see this game out for us, I'm afraid, and try and make a few changes for the next starting 11. Calverley to Ali. I didn't even want that Ali. There's just a lack of effort. I don't mind someone with a lack of ability, but lack of effort will not stand for at this club. I don't need a goalie for Kidderminster. It'll make it really nervous. Hagen down the wing. He's crossed it in. Whew. Just went wide. Right, okay. Tomlinson's going to have to come off. He's probably the worst condition of them all. We'll bring Shenton on for him, and we'll just swap Shenton and Calverley. I think Calverley's better in the box-to-box midfielder role. Okay, it's just about hanging on now. Blakeman is shattered. Sampson's not looking good. Smith and Lever are both tired. It's non-league football for you. Oh, the same. What's he called? Dunvald Turan has missed 2 headers for Kidderminster in 5 minutes, and that could have changed the complexion of the game completely. So we're into the last 5 minutes in what would be a very, very important 3 points for us. It looks like we are going to hold on. 1 minute to go. There we go. Fantastic. A 2-0 win. And like I said, we're clinging on here. And we've gone top. Fylde drew 0-0, so that has sent us top of the league, although Boston have 2 games in hand on us and are 5 points back. So if they win them 2 games, they will go top. But that took us top of the league, which, you you can't argue with. Henley's injured. Let's see how long he's out for. 2 days. So hopefully he'll be back in time for the next game. So that's 8 unbeaten in this little spell we've got. All wins apart from 2 draws. 2 draws and 6 wins from the last 8 games. So you cannot argue with that form, despite the chaos that's happening around us. So let's see what we've got coming up for the fixtures. Kettering, Guiseley, Bradford Park Avenue, Alfreton, Curzon, Ashton. So what I'll probably do is maybe play the Bradford Park Avenue game and the Alfreton game. We'll play them 2 games next. See where we are after that. And the teams in the lower part of the league, but I think that's probably the way we'll go for it. So yeah, I'll play the Kettering and Guiseley games offline, and we'll pick up the save up next in the Bradford Park Avenue game. So there you go. Surely optimistic after going top. Well, I'm sure we are. So I hope you enjoyed that. I say please comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, stay notified, stay for future notifications. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.